Well, today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. And I say today, but that's like the royal today. It may take a week or so to get this done, but for you, it's not going to be a week or so. It's going to be one video. What I've got here is a DR string trimmer. It's a walk-behind unit, and I think it works great, except for the engine. The engine's toast on it. It's not DR's fault. It's not Briggs & Stratton's fault. The people that abandoned this on my property did not maintain it very well. I have other videos where I took 5 or 6 of these, tried to get them running. I got 2 running. One lasted a week. This one's lasted about 2 years. So what we're going to do, I went to, I had a coupon, Harbor Freight coupon, went down and picked up a Predator engine. They only had one with the vertical shaft, and that's what I needed, because this has a vertical shaft. Now, does it drop right in? Haven't got a clue. Is the shaft the right size for the pulley? Haven't got a clue. Never done this before. Let's figure this out. Okay, since I don't know how to do this, I'm not going to put together a 2-hour video. It's just not me. I know for me personally, I wouldn't watch a 2-hour video unless it was like Vice Grip Garage, Robot Cantina, Musty One, Cletus. I'm not in their category, so I got to keep it short and simple, otherwise people will leave. I'm going to pull all the plastic stuff off. I'm going to bring you back when I get that done. I'll show you what I've done, and then I'll tell you what the next step is going to be. So I'll bring you back in a few minutes. Okay, I want to bring you in here and just show you what I did real quick. So let me get you off of here and bring you over. And this is what we did. So initially I pulled the carburetor off thinking that this was connected to the throttle up there, and it's not. That comes down here to this plate. Here's your actual throttle cable. Comes back here to this plate, and there's a kill switch, and everything's right in here. So did I need to take the carb off? I don't think so. So anyway, initial recap, this is where we are. It's completely disconnected except for underneath, and the bolts come up from underneath. So we're going to flip it on its side now, and hopefully not make too much of a mess, and then look underneath and get this engine off. Okay, I've got to flip it up on its side now, and what I'm concerned about is leakage. There's going to be oil and fuel. I didn't empty the tank. It's just got a little bit in the bottom. Not overly concerned about it. It's messy. Let me flip it over and see what we've got going on underneath. Okay, I've removed the flap on the back here, and I'll get these 3 bolts off. Not sure about that belt. Maybe if I just, can I just wiggle it off? I gotta see which way this tensioner goes. Oh, well, I guess that's how hard it is to get the belt off. You just take it off. I'll try to tuck that in out of the way. Let's get these guys, these 3 bolts off. Those felt like self-tappers. Beefy. But they're not self-tappers. Pole Barn Garage, I'd watch an hour-long video of his. Self-tappers reminded me. And I think that's it. I think the engine is disconnected. Now, just as I was taking my time getting those bolts out, I was thinking maybe I should have tried to get this guy out before I took it all apart, but too late. There we go. Let's see if we can lift this guy here off the engine. Oh, there goes the engine. Yep, it just comes right off. Okay. I'm going to try easy first, and then we'll step it up. Okay. Let's see if this will work. Get rid of the extension, don't need it. Okay, let's take it up one notch here. Okay, we're getting closer here. I bet there's a bunch of you going, why don't you just use an impact wrench? I've got one, but I'm not sure I know where it is. So let me try this first. Got it. Yeah, it looked dumb until it worked. Okay, let's get this pulley off. Watch, I'll get this will come out, but the pulley itself won't come off. All right, that's off. That feels a little tight. And there you go. We got the pulley off. Well, here it is. It's a Predator engine and Harbor Freight, and it's 173 cc's. This is the only engine that has the vertical shaft on it, okay? So it's pretty much the only engine I could go with. So now, since it's a self-contained engine, meaning no cooling system, it's got its own fuel tank, it's got its own oiling system in it, it's got its own electrical system in it, there's only two things we have to worry about. One, mounting it to the deck, which even if those holes don't match up, it doesn't matter, we'll just drill some new ones. But this is the critical piece right here, is getting either this piece or a piece very similar to it mounted on the bottom so that it could drive the pulley, which runs the whole system. So really, the only thing we have to worry about, I've actually had this for a couple weeks now, maybe a few weeks now, simply because I had a coupon. I knew I needed to do this because I really like the string trimmer, the walk-behind string trimmer, but the engine on it has just been trashed for, well, it was trashed when I got it. So, and I don't do unboxing videos, so we're not going to do all that. So let me get this out. Okay. Sorry, I'm reading all the stickers on here because I don't want to do something that's not right and ruin this engine because, you know, I don't want to buy another one. And they're not supposed to have any oil in them, so I'm not worried about that. There we go. Gotta get all this stuff off here. And there we go. Can you guys see what's going on there? Let me see here. Let's see, we were looking at this, so let me bring this over here, because this is the money shot right there. Does it fit? Now, you'd think with my aerospace background, I'd have taken a ton of measurements, and, well, guess what? I didn't. Let me get something to cut that off. Now, one thing I noticed, this engine is a little bit taller than the other one, but again, I don't think that matters. There we go. And not even close. So it does have a key on it. So I'm gonna have to go online and find, I have to figure what this is out. This size diameter pulley with this, and get one that matches. So let me get on the internet and get to work and find an adapter for this. Well, a replacement for this that'll go on like this. Well, it's been a few days. I had to identify this part, what I needed, and get it on order and get it in. Its part number and everything I'll put in the description. So you don't have to worry about writing stuff down. You could always just come to the video and get the information from it. What I had to do to figure out this part was, this has a 7/8 inch shaft, this had a 5/8 inch shaft. So I needed, oh, this has a 3-inch pulley. So I needed a 3-inch pulley on a 7/8 inch shaft with a keyway. And that was pretty much it. This is an AB. I believe this is an A because it only does the narrow belts, whereas this does both narrow and wider belts. If I'm wrong, please let me know in the comment section. I'm gonna run it like this. If it works, then it's the right part. If it doesn't, I'll order the other part and I'll let you know. I set the motor on here and it sets just fine, but you can't figure out how to drill all the holes and everything because it's in the way. So I made a little paper doll here. I got some hardware for it, and I took this off and I brought it over here and I've marked the holes. So here you go. I've got the holes identified where I need them. I've gone ahead and marked them, and I'm going to drill probably holes that are probably just a little too big, but that's okay. I don't think I'm going to use that one, but I'm going to use these 4. Is that right? Let me verify that again. Yeah, I'm not using that front one. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So let me get my drill and start drilling holes. And these, I mean, they don't have to be perfect because I'm going to oversize them. Now, one thing is, 1, 2, 3 holes here are straight through, so I can just use a bolt and a washer, a bolt and a nut. However, this one is threaded, so it actually comes with the engine itself. So as soon as I put this in, I'll bring it up and we should be good to go. Well, here it is. The engine's bolted up. The guards are in place, the belt's on, and I think we're in good shape. I moved the engine back a little bit, and then I moved it down a little bit because I had interference between the air filter and this tire here. Got that taken care of. Next step, I got to put this guy back on. So I'll get it tightened up. Then I think we're ready to flip the unit onto its wheels, and then I got to hook up the throttle and fuel and oil, and I think we are ready to go. Well, I got the throttle hooked up and I oiled the cable while I was in there. No big deal, pretty straightforward. There we go. Got the oil installed. And last but not least, gas. Well, I almost got ahead of myself here. This has an engine brake on it. The old unit and this whole system here does not have an engine brake. There's no arm for it, there's no lever for it. So I need to do something. The engine brake is down here, and it's this guy right here. What it also does is it controls stopping the engine. So there's 2 things I got to do here. I need to modify the engine brake so it's not on. And then I got to figure out how to shut the engine off because this has the kill switch on it. So what I need to do is I need to take this piece off. There's another piece underneath here. I need to take it off, and then that'll expose the whole engine brake and the kill switch and everything. Okay, as you can see here, this here is the engine brake material, and when you push on the lever to release the engine brake, or you release the hand grip thing, this here comes forward and engages on this flywheel up here. That spring is extremely strong. So what I want to do, step 1, it'd be nice if I can get that spring off. If I can get that spring off, that would be great. And step 2 is I want to get rid of this piece of friction material in here because I don't need the engine brake. Now, right here, this wire right here, this is your kill switch, and it's underneath there somewhere, and I really can't see how it engages. It's probably just a little finger sticking up, and when this slides forward, it engages it and kills the electricity, which shuts the engine down. So first thing I want to do, I want to see if I can get this guy out without having to take all this stuff here off. Okay, 2 8mm nuts. And, you know, I'm not sure if this will get it off. I just don't know. But I would really like to get that spring off of there because it's a beast. Get this guy. All right, there's one. Well, they used lock nuts on this, and there's not enough threads to actually engage the locking material. I do not know how I'm going to get that off. Let's just see how far this will get us. So that pulls it out and it loosens it, but there's still just not enough room unless I can collapse it further. I really need to get that spring off. Worst case is I just cut it off. Could always buy another one. Okay, that's all the way. And okay, so we're not getting this material here out without pulling the flywheel. I don't want to do that. See if I can just twist it around and pop it off. Oh, there you go. Sometimes the simplest solution is the simplest solution. Okay, so I've got the spring off. Now this guy just flops. And there it is right there. You can see right there. Let me get you in here. So right there is your kill switch. So when this comes forward, this piece of metal here grounds out against this and it kills the ignition. My thoughts, see how it's not in contact? I'll put the nuts back on there, tighten that up. I'm thinking about putting just a little spring, a light spring right here. Then when I want to kill the engine, I just push it forward, kill it, and then the spring will pull it back. Okay? I think that's what I'm going to do. So once I get all the parts in place, I'll bring you back and I'll show you what I did. Then we'll try to start the unit and we'll go from there. Okay, here's what I did. There used to be a really big heavy spring right up in here. It went across there and it kept this here pulled forward. Okay, so that would kill the engine there and apply the brake there. I do not need the brake, okay? What I do need is a kill switch. So instead of cutting the wires and running them up to a switch, I just put a spring here. This is new, I added this. So when you want to shut it off, you just push this forward. Just reach down here, push this forward, kills the engine. Okay? Let me put all this back together. We'll put it on the ground and we will see if it runs and if it stops. Okay, let's see if it'll start now. My little springy thing is back, so that means that it's not turned off. Just give it a pull, let's see what happens. And there you go, it works. This is our Harbor Freight Predator engine swapped DR mow behind, walk behind string trimmer. It's not perfect, but we made progress. Thanks for watching.